Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back. And I just wanted to come in and run my mouth and talk about some of the people. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and get into this mess. So, Kylie Jenner. I have a lot to say about Kylie. Okay. So, Kylie Jenner breaks down in tears as she talks about nasty criticism of her looks. Why do people think it's okay? Um, so, in a candid moment on June the 20th, this is according to Hollywood Unlocked. Episode on the June 20th episode of The Kardashians, Kylie Jenner broke down in tears while discussing the negative comments about her appearance. Despite her success and confidence, the star admits that constant scrutiny really takes a toll on her self esteem. Earlier this year, she made headlines over her appearance once again after taking photos during Paris Fashion Week. Fans had debates about her looks, with many trying to figure out what had gone wrong with her alleged fillers. To note, even before she underwent any cosmetic procedures, Kylie faced judgment and scrutiny. However, looking back on all the hate she has received, she's realizing sometimes it's just too much for her to handle. I went on a journey last year dissolving half my lip filler, she said through tears while talking to her sister Kendall. While explaining how she sees online comments about how old she looks without them, Kylie went on to say, "Why do people think it's okay to talk about me? I've never cried about this before, but I guess it does affect me." Um, Kylie also expressed, I got this part from Baller Alert. Kylie also expressed how she feels their family is often dehumanized by the media and critics who frequently comment on their appearances. If you talk the same way, if you talk the same way you do about us, about any other woman, people would come to their defense all day long, Kendall said. But for some reason, with us, people don't feel like we have any feelings. Let me just say this. I do believe that when it comes to celebrities, and this is including me too, I'm not exempt from this. Sometimes I feel like a lot of us, if not most of us, we do pretend as if these celebrities don't have feelings. And there have been a few times, more than a few times, where I have gotten down to the YouTube and said some things. And, you know, looking back, listening to some clips, sometimes I'm like, ooh, I've had a few cringy, more than a few cringy moments down here. Um, because again, we think that because these celebrities are rich, right, that that somehow negates them having feelings, and it doesn't, right? Um, the thing with Kylie, before y'all start typing, let me just get all of this out because I have a lot to say. The thing with Kylie is a victim in this situation, but she's also someone. The reason why people don't feel sorry for Kylie is because Kylie, the very thing that she cries about or she's crying about, she's benefited from greatly. I mean, girl, she's a billionaire from what the people say. Okay. So you can sit here and cry. You'll sit here and cry. You have every right to about the comments and how people make you feel. And that's how she feels. But Kylie also has to recognize that she has played a big part in also pushing um, the idea that women are supposed to look a certain way. Now, this is where it starts to kind of get like a little complicated. Kylie was a child, and that's why a part of me feels sorry for Kylie. Kylie wasn't some grown woman who just started getting all of this surgery, right, and getting all this work done that people allege that she has. We know she's had some look stuff here, and it looked like she got some work done to her body too. From what I can remember, Kylie had to have been 16, 17 maybe, when her appearance started to change. Now, I don't know too many people who can just go to a plastic surgeon or someone who specializes in fillers or whatever they're called, right? And just get that on their own as a teenager. I would assume that she had to have had some type of permission from a parent, which I would assume would have been Chris, or at the time, Bruce, who's now transitioned to Caitlyn. So Kylie felt at a very young age that she was not attractive, right? Um, just to be very, I don't want to sound mean, but okay, Kylie was looked even as a younger girl as um, not a very pretty girl, right? And so at a very young age, Kylie probably started to see, what was being said about her, which made her feel like she needed to change her appearance. And then I'm assuming, girl, her parents allowed her to start getting this work done as a teenager, right? So now you have this child who has fallen victim to the pressures from society. And then when you look up, girl, it don't help that your sister's walking around here with new boobs, new booties, right? They getting stuff done today. They getting a little nip and tuck done here, right? And it definitely don't help when you, girl, when your daddy become your mama. I'm just like, girl, this nigga to change his whole. I'm just playing, girl. Maybe now your daddy walking around here with pumps and dresses on. Hello, I'm just playing, girl. Shout out to my trans sisters, okay? I have to just throw a joke in there. But all BS aside, um, but so now Kylie has now, started getting this work done as a teenager. Kylie is only like 26 now, and Kylie is, from what the people say, considered a billionaire. Kylie is going to have to accept some responsibility because even though Kylie was a child, that's where it gets complicated for me. I'm just being honest with y'all, because Kylie was a child. Kylie was a child, y'all. And Kylie wasn't getting that work done just because she went to the doctor's office her damn self. Her mama and her daddy signed off on this shit. Or at least her mama did. Somebody did. But then Kylie has to now realize, Kylie probably feels this way because Kylie has a daughter, right? And I've heard people say online, well, I've read people say online that Kylie has said things like she doesn't want her daughter to go down the same road that she went down as far as like getting work done. But back to what I was about to say. Kylie also has to recognize that she's played a part in this, even at her young age. That's a part because Kylie. I keep saying this because Kylie was a child, um, but Kylie, she came out with this lip kit. Remember the lip kit? And even though I think the lip kit consisted of like lipstick and lip liner and all that stuff, it almost was almost presented to girls and some boys as if you bought the lip kits, your lips will look like Kylie's. No, damn well Kylie had went down to girl, the doctor, and girl got her shit plumped up and bumped up. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, girl, you have now created all of this wealth, kind of built off, starting off of a lie, right? And then remember when the girls started doing the Kylie Jenner lip suction challenge, and then some of the girls were getting hurt because they would like put their lips in a cup. It was some crazy stuff going on. Um, it doesn't take away that Kylie does have feelings, and probably and she's starting to realize like, oh, maybe what I'm hoping she starts to realize that maybe even though I was a child, looking back, I could see, now I see that there were other girls looking up to me, right? It's just a sad situation because I think all of us, including, and I've talked about this myself, I think a lot of us do fall victim to the pressures of how you're supposed to look, right? Girl, I feel like a lot of people just go to the gym just because to be fine. It ain't got nothing to do with health. It's just because you want to be desired or you just want to look good, right? I talk all the time about, girl. As soon as I can get the coins together and get this weight off of me, girl, I'm giving me some lipo 360, right? Because, girl, in my head, to even at my big old age, girl, I'm supposed to have a flat stomach. I want a flat stomach. I want a flat stomach, right? Um, I don't know, for women, it's like 20 times as rough as for men because, girl, you're judged from your, and that's one of the things I try not to do. I have failed at it. I'm not going to sit here and lie. I have failed at it more than a few times. But one of the things I try my hardest not to do is to talk about a woman's physical looks. It's already bad enough, and I can say this. It's already bad enough as just people, but as men, as gay men, we get down here and we talking about the girls' wigs and their dresses. I'm talking about housewives and their makeup was off. Girl, it's like, girl, when you start adding that other layer, like calling people ugly, like that's just a whole nother, like, girl, that's just, I just seem to, it's one thing to talk about a dress. You can change, they can change a dress. We can talk about Giselle's dress, right? We can talk about, girl, Candace's wig. They can change that. They can just go get a better stylist. They can go get a better, hairstylist, a wardrobe stylist. But, girl, when we actually start to just be like, oh, she ugly, like, girl, that's just like, ugh. You're like, girl, I don't want no parts of that. But like I said, there have been a few times, I'm sure I've been on YouTube for a very, 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 very long time, where I have, did something like that. But that was one of that has been a rule that I have enforced. Again, I have broken it, but it's one of those rules that I really try and stick to. Like, I just don't like to. I don't care if you're black, white, Hispanic. I just don't. I just don't care. Like, I just think it could just start to just be just like mean. Now, I call these niggas, I call these niggas ugly in a heartbeat. But even with the men, honestly, I just feel like just calling people like ugly is just an ugly word. You're like, I just try to stay away from the ugly word all across the board. Now, I will, if I'm on these niggas' ass, I will be like, "That's such your ugly ass down." You know what I'm saying? But I just think that we just have to, as a society, all of us, a lot of us, most of us, have to do better. Um, and I just feel bad because even with the other Kardashians, look at them, girl. Look at Khloe. Khloe looked like a whole other person. Khloe also fell victim to the pressures of society, right? Probably feeling like I have to look a certain way to get a man. So let me go and change my face. Let me go and get my booty done, right? Courtney had her boobs done before. Girl, go look at the old pictures of the Kardashians and look at the Kardashians now. They all look different. About the only one who looks the same is Courtney. I think Courtney just probably had a little, little something. But I know she had her boobs done, and Kendall. I think Kendall. I've heard Kendall got her lips done, but I don't know because Kendall kind of at one point I was looking at Kendall like, did Kendall get some work done? But again, it's like a little, probably like a little something here and there, right? But the ones who you can see that, girl, it's been something. They look drastically different. It's definitely Khloe, definitely Kylie and Kim, girl, and Caitlyn. That's the main one. She look, she look all the way different. Okay. I can't stand Caitlyn. I cannot stand that lady. I cannot stand her. I cannot stand Caitlyn Jenner. Girl, I cannot. You want to talk about somebody? Y'all want to add somebody to the list who I can't stand? Girl, I can't stand. I dislike Caitlyn more than I dislike Portia, Michael Darby, Curtis, Phaedra, Martell. Like, Caitlyn Jenner is probably number one on my book, number one on my hit list. I can't stand that bitch. Yeah, I cannot stand her. I can't. Girl, I do not like that lady. Anyways, and I see why them Kardashians on food with her. But yeah, shout out to Kylie. But Kylie, girl, you're gonna have to do some real. You're gonna have to really sit back and think about. girl, how you got to where you are. And that's probably why a lot of people don't give a damn about you crying, because even with your feelings, and even though you feeling just, even though you know, those are your feelings, girl, and that's just how you feel. But no one's going to feel sorry for you, because the very thing that you're crying over or crying about, you've benefited greatly from. Girl, you're a whole billionaire. Don't nobody give a damn about your tears. Even with me explaining what I just explained, and I feel like I made some sense, girl, people still gonna be like, girl, fuck her. She'll be all right. Go get some therapy. That's what they're gonna say. All right, y'all. Let's move on. All right, so y'all agree. Khloe Bailey says her music is categorized as R&B because she's black. That's just the way it's always been. This is according to Neighborhood Talk. So Neighbors Khloe Bailey was dropping gems in her latest interview with Nylon. She did not hold anything back. In a recent interview with Nylon magazine, Khloe listed Whitney Houston as two people who inspire her to do the most. Who inspire her the most due to her willingness to experiment with different genres. She went on to say how she likes making music that is ahead of the curve, and how people initially don't get her music, but after time, people begin to show appreciation and fall in love with her tracks. Chloe regularly experiments with different sounds, but notices that more often than not, Black song creators are boxed in when it comes to their efforts to try different genres. The singer was quoted saying the following: "If someone who didn't have my skin tone made the same music, it would be in the pop categories. That's just the way it's always been in life." Neighbors, y'all agree with Chloe? Yep. Yeah. Yeah. People automatically put Black people in rhythm and blues categories, when really and truly every black person that's making music is not rhythm and blues. I remember, it's no shade. I don't feel like tussling with nobody, but girl, y'all know I'm 100% right with what I'm about to say. I remember Beyonce won. Let me Google it. I don't want nobody lying. I don't want to be lying, child. It was American Music Awards, and she won R&B. Beyonce. Let's look it up. Beyonce American Music Awards. Okay, here we go. Beyonce album Soul R&B 2022 winner Renaissance. Female artist Soul R&B 2022 winner Beyonce. And then Song Soul R&B 2022. This is American Music Awards winner Break My Soul. Now, ain't nobody ever listened to no damn Renaissance and thought that Renaissance was soul and R&B. And let's see who's in the category. Girl, you had Renaissance, you had Honestly Nevermind, which is definitely not soul and R&B. Girl, they just be throwing niggas in categories that don't need to be there. You had Don FM The Weekend, which probably wasn't soul R&B either. Girl, you had Summer Walker, Still Over It, which is actually soul and R&B. And then you had Silk Sonic, and Evening with Silk Sonic. If anybody should have won, I can't. Girl, I would think it would have been Summer Walker. But girl, you got Beyonce winning. That's what Chloe is talking about. That's what I'm talking about. She should. There are Cuff It, Virgos Groove, Plastic on the Sofa are the three songs that come to mind that could be in an R&B category. That's right now the only ones that come to my mind. But that everybody knows that album is more like a dance electronic album. It's not no soul R&B. But again, either what happens is they just want popular people to win awards, so they just throw them in categories, or either they think just because you're black, you're supposed to be in soul R&B, and that's not true. I remember the first person I heard say this, it was Erica De Niro TV. She was saying for the BET Awards, they need to have more categories. They really, really do. I don't know why I never thought about that, but they really, really do. Girl, y'all will have R&B, hip hop, girl, the Athlete of the Year award, girl, girl, he loved his mama the most award, but girl, y'all won't have any type of country award. Y'all won't have any type of alternative award, right? House music, EDM, pop. They may have pop, but they need to have more categories, because every black person does not sing R&B. Every black person does not just rap. They have black country artists out there. They have black people who sing house music. Let's look at the BET Awards categories. Hold up. BET awards categories. Here we go. Let's see. Okay, so these are the categories they have. They have best, well, these are the ones that's popped up. BET Award Album of the Year. They have Best Actor. They have Best Actor and Actress of the Year. Then they have Best Actress, Best Collaboration. Um, they have Best Female Hip Hop Group, Best Female R&B Pop Artist. Then they have the Dr. Bobby Jones Best Gospel Inspiration Award. How you doing, Bobby Jones? Anyways, they have Best Group. They have Best International Act. Okay, I didn't know they had that, so that's new to my ears. They have Best International Act Africa. They have Best International Act UK. Okay, so I didn't know they had those. Those are good. Best Male Hip Hop Artist. Best Male R&B Pop Artist. Okay. Best Movie. Best New Artist. Best New International Artist. Best Sportsman of the Year. Best Sportswoman of the Year. Best I keep saying best. Oh yeah, it is saying best. Okay, and then I have BET Award for Video Director of the Year, Video of the Year, and Viewer's Choice. And then Hip Hop Award Album of the Year and BET Young Stars Award. Those are the ones that popped up. Girl, y'all need more categories. Y'all need to have country. Y'all need to have, your own pop category. You need to have your own house category. That's what y'all need to do, because on some real shit, these other award shows are not going to um, show any type of appreciation to the black artist. Probably some of the popular ones, right? And even then, girl, that's even up for debate, right? They'll tell the girls, "Oh, we're going to nominate you for eight awards, hey Grammys," like they did India Arie. But then, girl, she leaves, she ain't got none in her hand. Girl, they'll nominate the niggas to get the viewers, but girl, they're gonna give the awards to Taylor Swift and Adele. Hello. Anyways, I'm with Khloe, girl. Y'all need to stop putting people in R&B categories just because they black. Because everybody who black ain't singing. Oh, and quiet is because we started all the shit. Quiet is because we started all the shit, anyways. But it is what it is. Bianca, sister, girl. I don't know where this lady be going. Kanye got her looking like a fool. I just that lady walked out the other day she was at a fashion show and she literally had on like a thong bodysuit. That's it, girl. That's it. Just a thong bodysuit, just walking around, girl, at a whole fashion show as a guest in some heels in a disheveled pink wig. Kanye is trying to make fetch happen with Bianca in the way that he's styling her, and it's not going to happen. I think that Kanye has had some great moments um, in fashion. There have been times where I did not catch on to what Kanye was doing until later, and I realized, like, oh, that actually is kind of fly, right? This is probably the first time when it comes to Kanye and him styling his partner, what he's trying to contribute to the fashion world, where I really think that 100% of people are not catching on. Girl. And they are looking at Kanye like he's a fool, and they're looking like Bianca, bitch, blink if you need some help. Kanye, nobody is going to walk around dressed like Bianca is dressed. I don't think that is right that man came up and touched that lady, and Kanye had every reason to punch him in the face like they say he did. But if we're gonna be honest, I wouldn't be mad if that man walked up and asked Bianca how much was she selling Bucci Cat for, because she looked like she's selling puss. Okay. Bianca be walking around like she's the lady of the night. Bianca looked like she's selling Bucci Cat. Cause she do. So it's like, I just don't get why Kanye got this lady walking around like that. And I don't know why she walking around like that. Because I don't even think Bianca was dressing like that prior to Kanye. Kanye has told that lady, and I heard that Bianca comes from money. Girl. So it ain't like she need his money. Because they say she come from money. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. Because it's giving like, girl, he put a spell on you, mama girl. Like, sister, girl, sister, we need you to go back to your white family. Because Kanye got you walking around here, girl, looking like a fool. A plum fool. Girl, Miss me walking on her dressed like a mommy. Girl, I said, girl, where's she going? Girl. She got some nice boobs, though. I ain't gonna lie. Her boobs are nice. She got a nice body. I'm all down. You know what's so crazy, too? Even though she looked like a complete fool, I would feel a whole lot better. And I know this sounds crazy coming from the conversation that we had about Kylie, but I'm talking about what this girl got on. I would feel a whole lot better if I found out that Bianca dresses that way because she wants to dress that way. But my spirit is telling me that Bianca don't dress that way because she wants to dress that way. Kanye dressing her that way. Because we know that when it comes to the women that Kanye is involved with, he's like 100% from what I remember reading, like over the way that they look. The baddest girl that he ever put together was Amber Rose, and girl, we don't see it for her no more. Okay. But when she was walking around here with them big fur coats and girl was bald headed with some big shades on, girl, I think everybody went up for Amber Rose. Anyways, girl, it is what it is. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. Bianca, girl, you look a mess. Girl, get it together, sister. All right, let's move on. All right, so we got to give a shout out to Nene Leakes. You know, hey Lanithia. This is according to Neighborhood Talk. Nene lands her own reality TV show on Lifetime called Outrageous Love with Nene Leakes. Show will highlight ups and downs of couples' love lives, girl. If they ain't gonna girl, one thing they girl, okay, girl. Anyway. Neighbors Nene Leakes may not be heading back to Bravo anytime soon, but that doesn't mean the reality star isn't out here working. Nene is heading to Lifetime with a new show called Outrageous Love with Nene Leakes. According to Deadline, the show will focus on the ups and downs of couples' love lives with commentary by Nene, who will also draw from her own personal experiences to help the couple provide additional insight. This is Nene's first big move back to the TV sphere since departing from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I mean, shout out to Nene. I was about to say something shady, but shout out to Nene. I'm not mad at it. Nene, girl, work ain't honest, but it pays if it's not good. Girl, this is a good little gig. You know, Lifetime been around for a long time. I don't think they're going to work no time soon. I just wonder if Nene. You know, one thing I hated, we talked about this the other day, and I'm not going to spend too much time on this. I wish Nene really would have been more open and honest about her life. But I guess I can't blame her because the producers don't force the girls to tell the truth anyways. So I can't get mad at Nene. Nene really had some interesting storylines that she could have talked about. Not even storylines, but like just her truth. Like her and Greg being in an open relationship. That would have been so dope for Nene to talk about on the show. It really would have been. It would have gave the people something to talk about because people don't really come out and just people. I think a lot of people. Not I ain't gonna say a lot, but I do think there are people out there who are in open relationships. I don't blame y'all for not saying nothing, but I'm talking about the people on reality TV. Like, girl, that's your reality. You know, I believe that if you're a reality TV star, it is your job to tell your reality, and that was her reality. And I think that it would have really I just wish Nene would have just been more open. But like I said, girl, the producers ain't forcing the girls to be open and honest. So it is what it is. Shout out to Nene though, girl. All right, y'all. I'm gone. I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good day. Bye, y'all. Y'all heard my stomach growling? Y'all heard my stomach growling? A mess. I'm about to eat something. Bye.